In News 10 at 4, your health with Halloween just around the corner. The holidays coming soon after that. There's going to be a lot of tempting food around. So today our fitness consultant, Dr. Mike Ormsbee, joins us to talk about how to curb those cravings. This is a tough one for a lot of people, isn't it?
It sure is. It sure is. I'm interested to get in some of your questions today.
All right, well, let's start with our first one. Are cravings one of the big reasons our diets fail?
Cravings can play a big role. They certainly can, but what I think is maybe the biggest contributor is that many people get on these diets and they restrict calories too much. And so we know we need to be in a situation where we have more energy expenditure than energy that we consume. But if you tip that balance too far, you're going to be in a situation where you set yourself up physiologically to actually eat too much, get off track, and that is why the diets often fail. You restrict calories too much.
So if it's 1,000 or 1,200 calorie meal or day, that's not going to be enough, and then you're going to eat more.
Right, and so it's usually this fad diet fix. You think you're going to, you want to lose weight real quickly, so you restrict. But in the end, you're setting yourself up for failure with that.
For failure, all right. Well, let's look at the cravings. Why is it so hard to curb our cravings?
Well, cravings, most people think are psychological, and there's a big issue and a big component to that. But what I would say is that physiological issues often play an even bigger role.
Really?
And so what happens is most people will get up, they may not eat breakfast at all, they'll go all through the day, maybe nibbling, if that. And they get home, and what happens at dinner is they crave food. They binge on whatever they're eating. And it really comes down to our blood sugar level. So if we can maintain our blood glucose level, rather than having it dip and spike, that's going to be a much better situation to stop these cravings. So when our blood glucose is really low because we haven't eaten in a long time or we've chosen the wrong foods to eat, then we send signals to our brain to say, go eat, you have to eat. And we really, that's when we binge on these foods. And it's really like a subclinical eating disorder. You wait too long to eat, and then you binge. You wait too long to eat, and then you binge.
All right, so let's go to the next question, because this may address some of that. What can I do to keep these cravings at bay? It sounds like you need to eat all day just a little bit.
Lisa, you're right on track. The research we've done at Skidmore College and with other colleagues of mine up there is showing that if we eat many times a day, so you take what you would eat for 3 meals and break that apart, and then you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. So you're going to have 6, 7, maybe even 8 meals a day. And when you do that, you keep your blood sugar constant. You're going to eliminate those cravings.
And the curves.
Right, and the curves.
Good.
And another thing is at each of those meals, make sure you have a component that is protein. We're showing with protein, you can actually increase your thermogenic rate and burn more.
I don't know what that means.
You can burn more calories all day long.
Okay.
That's the bottom line from that. So eat more frequently, add protein to each meal, and then fill up on good things, vegetables and whole grain carbohydrates and fruits, and these are things that will help to satiate us or keep us full throughout the day so we don't have those cravings.
All right, real quick, a lot of folks are going to have Halloween candy coming into their home. Quick tips on how to avoid eating it. Besides, don't buy it ahead of time. That's my big one for everybody. Buy it the day of. It's so much easier.
Right, you're right. So don't have it in the house for too long,
Yeah.
and once Halloween night is over, get rid of it.
Give them 2 days. That's what I always tell my kids.
Yeah, get it out of the house. That's probably your best benefit. It's not in the house. One thing, though, is to make sure you're hydrated. Oftentimes, cravings are masked as dehydration. So if you may just need to drink more.
Drink a lot of water.
And it's worth trying. So fill up on other foods that are healthy for you first. If you're a healthy person, have an active lifestyle, a little bit of candy won't hurt, but get it out of the house afterwards.
Okay, thanks so much, Mike. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Now, remember, you can ask any of our contributors anything. Email us questions or topic ideas to news10@4@WTEN.com.